So today I am going to be planting a cover crop on my two garden spots. They're about 60 by 60, something like that, 50 by 60 maybe. And I've never planted a cover crop here on purpose. I've got a lot of volunteer stuff that'll come up, winter type stuff. It's kind of a clover or something, but I'm gonna be doing ryegrass. There's probably better things to do than ryegrass, but I had some ryegrass from when I did my my little spillway culvert install. So just a good place to put it. Keep it, it'll come up good, and this is not the time of year to be doing it. Should have done it in September or October. Didn't have any rain in September, but would have been a good time to do it. But it's, you know, if it gets real cold, then it's not going to work. It's not going to germinate real well, but I think it will. Rye does pretty good until it gets down below freezing, and well below freezing. Anyway, gonna seed it out here, and then rake it in, cover it with a rake, and we'll see if it comes up. I'll let you know. But it'll keep it from eroding. I've got my swales up here on the front side that keeps it from eroding a lot. I mean, that has helped a tremendous amount because my land slopes this way, down this way, and just the swales keep the rain and wash from coming in and eroding it. But this was having some grass, especially ryegrass, it's a deep rooted, or it's a cluster. I mean, it should hold the soil together real well. Excuse my voice, I've got a cold or something going on. But anyway, let me scatter the seed and then we'll rake her in. So here's the seed I'm using. It's, we call it Gulf rye or an annual rye. I'm going to use this little old crank seeder. Throws it out. Does a pretty good job. I've had this thing for years. I'll show you what the seed looks like. Basically, the seed's it's pretty small. And it does a real good job. It comes up. I usually plant it out in my pasture and don't even disc it in. I mean, I just plant it and it usually comes up. So, but I'm gonna rake this in, and again, it's not the right time. It's a little late, but we probably won't have any super cold weather for a while. We'll just see how it goes. I'm just going to use a regular leaf rake. Most of the time I'll be using it with the tines pointed up. I don't really want to dig in, except maybe places where I've got some footprints or some mounds. Like that right there. But most of the time I'm going to be dragging it across like that with the tines pointed up. Because all I want to do is just barely cover up the seed. All right, here we go. All right, got it done. Tried to get most of my footprints out of it. Doesn't mean a hill of beans, but I'm just kind of fussy that way. I'd like to have my footprints out of it if at all possible. But it looks good. The other one looks good. I've gotten a little rain on it recently, so I'm hoping the moisture is still there. Should be. I've got my well turned off, so I don't have water over here, or I would water it in, but I think we're good. Got rain coming, a chance of rain in about 2 or 3 days. So, but I think the soil looks pretty wet, and I think it'll be okay. Again, I probably overseeded for what for what area it is. Probably put too much seed down, but it's not the right time of year, and I don't know what kind of germination I'm going to get. So that's it. Now next year I'm going to do as far as is in my head right now. I'm going to do 100% container gardening next year. So these will lie fallow. These 2 fields will lie fallow, except for the fact that that's probably where I'm going to put my tubs. I bought some earth boxes. Yes, earth boxes. Always wanted one. I bought some. Anyway, so I'll probably put tubs and earth boxes and stuff in here. After it's mowed, the ryegrass will be tall at that point in March-ish. So I'll mow it down and lay it down, mow it down, mulch it up, whatever. But anyway, I just want to get a cover crop on it, mainly to keep it from washing. If it'll come up, if it'll germinate and really get a good crop of ryegrass before the rains start really hitting, and man, I tell you what, we hadn't had a good rain in a long time. So the swales will catch the runoff from up here, but whatever lands on here has a tendency to want to run too, because it is downhill. So hopefully the ryegrass, if it comes up good, I'll have some protection against erosion there, and in both gardens. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with swales, I don't know how well you can see that, but that is basically a trench right there with a little bit of a terrace on top. So my land goes down, it goes into the trench, then up before it goes to the garden. And I've got some videos on building swales. If you garden on a slope and you have erosion problems, I highly suggest swales. This is one of the swales. I'll put a link to me building the swales, and I'll put a couple of links down below to me building the swales, and also to how well the swales worked last year when it really got a lot of rain. So that right there is just a piece of PVC pipe I need to pick up. It's nothing, not doing anything but laying there. But the swales really did a good job, and it really protects this from this wash that comes through here. It comes downhill going that way. All right, that's it. We got it planted. I'll let you know when it comes up. I'll show you when it comes up. And until then, I may go inside and drink me a little NyQuil or something, Dayquil. It's too early for NyQuil. Drink me some Dayquil. Got me a cold or something. Anyway, so we got her planted. Look below for the swales. If you're not sure what a swale is, that's S-W-A-L-E, swale. And look below the video for that. I've got a couple of videos there that'll teach you a little bit about swales. All right, that's it. We are gone.